Good evening. All right, the time is now 6:05, and on the 15th day of February of 2017, I call this meeting of the United Independent School District Board of Trustees to order. Ms. Oliveros, could you help us out with the roll, please?
Hello, Ramiro Vélez,
Present.
Ricardo Rodriguez,
Present.
Juan Roberto Ramírez, Judd Gilpin,
Present.
Ricardo Molina,
Present.
Javier Montemayor,
Present.
Alicia Oliveros present.
Thank you very much. All right, this evening we are going to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, but we are also going to be presented the colors this evening. We'll go ahead and say the moment of silence after that. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee. Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please be seated. All right, let the record show that a quorum of board members is present. This meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. Agenda item number 2, board announcements. Do we have any announcements, any board members? Okay. Moving on to the next item, recognitions.
Yes, Mr. Gilpin, members of the board, if you all can join me, that's a part of the program. The agenda is where we recognize not only our students, our employees, and I think most of all is our board members. Ms. Carlson and her staff did a video that I'd like for her to present, which is, last month was Board Trustees Month, and we'd like to present a video to you. Susan?
Good evening, board members, Mr. Santos, and audience. It has been a tradition every year for the Instructional Television Department to produce a video to honor and recognize our school board. When a remake of the classic movie, The Magnificent Seven, came out last year, our choice for the theme of this year's UISD video was clear, because we have our very own Magnificent Seven board members. With the help of 4 very talented kindergarten students you'll get to meet after the video, we were able to produce this year's UISD Magnificent Seven School Board Appreciation Video, and we hope you like it.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
From the Fantastic Four, the USD School Board, we want to thank you for everything you do on behalf of students and staff. Here are just some of the reasons why we think you are the Magnificent Seven. We are so proud of our beautiful school. Transportation is important, and we love our new school buses. We feel really safe with police officers in our school. iPads in the classroom make learning so much fun. We love our delicious breakfast and lunch. Attendance incentives give us even more reasons to go to school. Thank you for always supporting sports. UISD Fine Arts program is the best in the state. The Cherry Center makes all students feel special. I heard ninth grade campuses make going to high school lots easier. Our magnet schools are some of the best in Texas. The early college program give us a big head start in life. Our school board can always balance a budget. Thank you for taking good care of our teachers and staff. Because of your support and commitment to UISD students and employees. Our test scores are going up, and our graduation rate is increasing. So, school board members, we want to thank you and recognize you as UISD very own Magnificent Seven!
You ready? You ready?
Oh, my hat is so itchy. This looks like a microphone.
Okay, right here at the camera. There. You gotta look at the camera.
The USD school board. 21.
That was it.
I told you. That's it?
3, 2.
You gotta turn it.
We want to thank you. I think the horse said thank you. Graduation rate is greasy.
Greasy. It's greasy.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Attendance and
Special.
the Cherry Center
Okay, with a little excitement.
with a little excitement. Employees?
Here we go, guys.
On behalf
On behalf
of students and staff.
of students and staff
And don't scrape your nose like that.
One more time. You got this. You want to do it?
and staff. Now I can ride a horse.
At this time, I would like to introduce the 4 co-stars of the Magnificent Seven. Lance Anderson, Katie Jackson, Christian Gallegos, and J.D. Dominguez. The students would like to present each board member with a DVD copy of the video, a Magnificent Seven comic book, a board member wanted poster, and a UISD Deputy Sheriff's badge. We would also like to thank the parents and grandparents who are here tonight and were on location for the videotaping. Cordy Flores Jackson, Gigi Rodriguez, Lori Dominguez, and Sandra and Dago Carmona. Dago appeared in the opening scene of the video, and we would also like to give a big thank you to Laura Martinez and her daughter Raquel for providing the 3 beautiful horses who appeared in the video. Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Gilpin, members of the board, Mr. Santos, members of the audience. Tonight, we'd like to recognize the hardworking department that actually produces some great items for the district and the district family. Tonight, we'd like to recognize the Instructional Television Department for their success in winning 10 awards in 2 separate international video competitions. Each year, both competitions receive thousands of video entries from advertising agencies, PR firms, production companies, media conglomerates, and even Fortune 50 companies. This year's International Marcom Video Competition, UISD received awards for the following videos. Platinum Award, which is the highest award, is for the We Are United video that was produced. Gold Awards, United ISD Fine Arts Video, LBJ High School Football Promo, Honorable Mention Awards of the UISD Football Promo, Step Academy, and Changing Lives Video. In addition, the AVA Digital Video Competition awarded the ITV department the Platinum Award for We Are United, Gold Awards for UISD Football Promo, UISD Fine Arts Video, and Honorable Mention. Don't Text and Drive PSA, Step Academy, and Changing Live Videos. The ITV department includes Pete Martinez, Luis Garza, Ruben Vela, Joe Moreno, Huicho Salinas, Robert Nino, Ana Prado, Cristina Chavez, and Susan Carlson. Congratulations. Good evening, everybody. We'd like to take this time to introduce a very special committee that took the time, took several days and several hours to come together to look at the naming of the new elementary school, which we'll be revealing later on tonight, or the board will officially approve later on tonight. Those members from Bonnie Garcia Elementary are the principal, Pat Lañez, Brianna Solis, 5th grader, student. We have Norma Solis, parent from Bonnie Garcia, Katie Peseña, 5th grader, student, Santos and Maria Peseña, parents from Zaffarini Elementary, Claudia Benavides, principal, student Ricardo Martinez, 4th grader, Salvador and Vanessa Martinez, parents, Sharon Martinez, 2nd grade student, school boundary resident, Diana Canavati, parent, and 2 community members at large, Yolanda Valvera and Marilu Escamilla. Thank you very much for your participation.
All right, good evening, and it's my great pleasure to introduce now the winners of our elementary science fair. In third place, beginning with third place, we have Jaden Rodriguez Saldivar from Clark Elementary. All right, he's not here. So in second place, we had Samuel Villarreal from Ruiz Elementary. And finally, we have our first place winner, Johnny Villagomez from Troutman Elementary. All right. Congratulations. All right, now we're going to move on to our STEAM Fair winners. And in third place, from Dayano Elementary, we have Jose Barron, Analí Gonzalez, and Alisa Cordova. Okay. In second place, we have Cuellar Elementary with Roy Ibarra, Lilian Sotelo, and Sony Obregon, and Sofia Gonzalez. And finally, our first place winners from Ruiz Elementary. The team is Christian Cruz, Yatsiri Portales, Raylee Saldivar, and Alexa Sanchez. And finally, our STEAM Fair Grand Champion winner in first place, it would be Ruiz Elementary. All right, now we're going to move on to our annual spelling bee, and these are our winners. In middle school, third place, we have Carlos Tamez, an 8th grader from Clark Middle School. Also from middle school, in second place, we have Kiran Malik, an 8th grader from United Middle School. And now our first place winner from the elementary, Emmanuel Rimocal, a 4th grader from Kennedy Zapata Elementary. Congratulations to all our winners.
Good evening to all. At this time, the Fine Arts Department would like to present 6 award-winning cheerleading teams to you. The first team is the Killam Elementary Cheerleaders. They are the Fun Cheer Christmas Level Grand Champions. The cheer team competed at Edinburgh, Texas on Sunday, December 11, 2016 at the Fun Cheer Christmas competition. The Killam Cheer team competed against other elementary schools from across the valley and won Level Grand Champion, Top School Team, and First Place. They are under the direction of Ms. Jeannie Guerra and Mrs. Zulema Salazar. Their cheer coaches are Zulema Bernadette Salazar and Kathy Uribe. Their campus principal is Agapito Palizo Jr. Congratulations to the Killam Cheerleaders. Our next team is the Nye Elementary Cheerleaders. They are the First Place Cheer America Texas State Championship and First Place Cheer Star Alamo National Championship champions. The cheer team competed at the Cheer America Texas State Championship in San Antonio, Texas on Sunday, January 22, 2017, where they received first place in elementary division. The team received a trophy and individual medals. On Sunday, January 29, 2017, the Nye Cheer team competed in the Cheer Star Alamo National Championship in San Antonio, Texas, and received the first place in the elementary division. Level Winner Award, Top Score in Novice Level Divisions, and Parent Spirit Award. The team received a trophy, banner, individual championship rings, and individual championship jackets. They are under the direction of Mrs. Triana Gonzalez and Ms. Christine Mendoza. Their campus principal is Cynthia Caballero. Congratulations to the Nye Cheerleaders. We move on to the middle school division. We have the Trotman Middle School Cheerleaders. They are state and national first place champions. They first began their championship journey at the Alamo City Championship on November 5th with a first place in large junior high intermediate division, receiving a High Point and Grand Champions Award. Next, Cheer Power Christmas Open Championship on December 11th, earning a first place in the large junior high medium intermediate division with a High Point and Grand Champions Award. Continuing, Texas Open State Championship on January the 8th, first place large junior high intermediate division, High Point, Grand Champions, and overall Grand Champions Award. And concluding, the TMS cheer team competed in the NCAA Junior High School National Championship in Dallas, Texas, January 21st to the 22nd, receiving first place in the large junior high intermediate division and Best Use of Tumbling Specialty Award. The TMS cheer team is coached by Olivia Cardenas and assistant coach Megan Reese. Their principal is Leticia Menchaca, assistant principals Jessica Siegfried, Cesar Garcia, Raquel Madrigal, Marta Valdez, and Maria Carrion. Congratulations to the TMS Shorthorn Cheerleaders. Thank you. Our next middle school is George Washington Middle School Bobcat Cheerleaders. They are the NCAA Senior and Junior High School National Championship Division Large Novice Awards third place winners. They are third out of 11 teams, and they receive Best Use of Jumps. Their sponsoring coach is Triana de la Garza, and their principal is Beth Porter. Congratulations to the Bobcat cheerleaders.
All-State is one of the highest honors a Texas music student can achieve. Over the course of 3 months, students from UISD competed in the district, the region, and the area auditions. UISD is very proud to announce that we had a total of 9 All-State musicians, and we're proud to introduce from LBJ High School, Alexis Monsiváis, having achieved this great honor of being named Texas All-State Musician. Joining Alexis on stage, we have the head band director, René Peña, and assistant band director, Jose Luis Vara. Also, Mr. Armando Salazar, principal, and Yesenia Sandoval, the magnet dean. Congratulations, Alex Monsiváis, Texas All-State musician.
We continue now with the LBJ Johnson High School cheerleaders. They are third ranked in the NCAA Junior and Junior National Championship. The LB Johnson cheerleaders ranked third at the 2017 NCAA Junior and Senior National Championship this past January 21st to the 22nd in Dallas, Texas, in the intermediate non-tumbling division, and also received the specialty award for best use of jumps. The team's coach is Monica Reyes, and their principal is Armando Salazar. Congratulations to the Johnson Wolves cheerleaders.
Good evening, parents, teachers, students, and community members. It gives me great pleasure to present to you the Life Queen for 2017, Ms. Danisa Celina Flores. Danisa is the daughter of Sam and Claire Flores. She is a senior at J.B. Alexander High School. Danisa has been raising goats since she was in 4th grade at Bonnie Garcia Elementary. Danisa's love for animals propelled her to participate with Life. This opportunity has taught her commitment, responsibility, and positive sportsmanship. Being a part of Life for so many years gave Danisa the desire to want to participate in the Life Queen pageant. Congratulations, Ms. Danisa Celina Flores.
Continuing on with our recognitions, we're also very pleased to introduce two All-State musicians from J.B. Alexander High School. They are Martin Tolentino on B-flat clarinet and Kehun Rim made it on bassoon. These are our 2017 All-State musicians. Joining them on stage, Mr. Ernesto Sandoval, principal, Patrick Lewis, and also we have coming up, I don't know if he made it, but head band Joshua Martinez was pulling into the parking lot as we speak. He may be joining them any second now. If not, we will continue on with the picture.
Concluding the cheer awards, we have the J.B. Alexander cheerleaders. They are the NCAA First Place Title Division Intermediate Medium Tumbling Champions. The J.B. Alexander cheerleaders received first place at the 2017 NCAA Senior and Junior National Championship this past January 21st to the 22nd in Dallas, Texas, in the Intermediate Medium Tumbling Division, and also received the Herky Award for the best overall score. The team's coach is Elizabeth Torres Guerrero, and volunteer coaches are Denise Villarreal and Gladys Gloria. Their principal is Ernesto Sandoval, Jr. Congratulations to the J.B. Alexander Bulldog cheerleaders. And to continue with our all-state musicians, we have from United High School, we have 3 band members and 1 choir member. The band members are Jesus Diaz, Joel Hernandez, and Romel Nunez. Romel Nunez has the distinction of having made first chair All-State Symphonic Band. And in the choir, we have Sofia Briones, and joining her is choir director Hazel Arias. And also we'd like to introduce the band directors, John Mallon, Jose Castro, Michael Valdez, and Michael Garcia, and principal, Mr. Alberto Aleman, and his administrative team.
Congratulations, United High School. And for our final all-state musician group, we're very proud to introduce from United South High School, TMEA Texas All-State musicians, Jesus Mendoza and Josue Gonzalez. Joining them on the stage is Assistant Band Director Christopher Sanchez, Head Band Director Francisco Sosa, Robert Ortiz, Rodolfo Montalvo. They're having a parade practice right now. That's why they couldn't be with us. They're getting ready for Saturday's parade. And also, we congratulate Principal Adriana Ramirez and her administrative team. Congratulations, United South High School and Texas All-State musicians.
Very good. Our next item, item number 5, public comments. Did we have anybody sign up for public comments this evening?
No.
No, sir.
Okay. Moving on to item number 6, the consent agenda items. Is there a motion regarding those items?
Mr. President, the business and instructional met this month. I make a motion to approve items A through F.
Second.
All right. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Gilpin, if I may, there's 2 more requests that I'd like to read into the minutes, please.
Okay.
There's a request from Newman Elementary School, Principal Leticia Garcia, sponsored by Ms. Elisa Oliveros, excuse me, for the purchase of classroom printers and ink and outdoor benches for the front of the school, total amount of $4,300. There's a request from United High School, Albert Aleman Principal, sponsored by Mr. Javier Montemayor Jr., for trophies and medals for Region 7's Scholastic Chess Tournament for an amount of $927.
All right, so we'll need a motion to amend item 6C as presented. Second. Any discussion? All right, so that's now the motion, combined amended motion that we're voting on. All those in favor? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 7, items for individual consideration. 7A, approval of donations.
Yes, Mr. Gilpin, members of the board, it is recommended that the board graciously accept the following donations, and they will be attached to the minutes. We have 2 donations over $1,000. United South High School Computer Graphic Club received a donation of $1,799 from the Women's City Club welfare account. The Communications Department received a donation from Fitbill, Ninja, Newt, Ninja Grill, clear water bottles, and approximate value of $3,375 for the Zumba and the 5K run walk from Blue Cross Blue Shield. And we have several donations under $1,000 for a grand total this month, $5,594 that we graciously accept.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Santos. Do we have a motion to approve as presented?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right. Any discussion? All those in favor? All right. Item 7B, approval of board minutes for the month of December 2016 and also January of 2017.
Motion for approval.
All right.
Second.
Any discussion? All right. All those in favor?
I abstain.
Item 7C, approval of the proposed name for elementary school number 28, including mascot, colors, and matters related.
Yes, Mr. Gilpin, members of the board, it gives me pleasure to be able to allow for a few minutes, if you can indulge us, with the members of the nomination committee that actually came up with the different names that we have, and of course the colors and the mascot. First up, just taking a few minutes, all 3 of the presenters is for Elias Herrera, submitted by Albert and Alexis Saldivar.
Thank you, board members, for allowing us to speak to you regarding the nominee for naming elementary school number 28. I won't reiterate the contents within the nomination application. I hope this information has been provided for you already. The United Independent School District mission reads to inspire all students to become responsible world citizens by pursuing excellence through lifelong learning. Our nominee, Elias Herrera, my grandfather, embodied this mission statement. Mr. Herrera believed every child deserved the opportunity and an education and encouraged them to continue their education with higher learning. He instilled this value within his own family, but also encouraged this for all the children and youth of the Laredo community. He was a firm believer in academics always came before athletics, but used athletics as a teaching and motivating tool, encouraging students to do well in school. Many of his students were first-generation scholars that received the opportunity to pursue their college education and become professionals in their own industry. We brought our grandfather into the social media era through Facebook, and many, too many, to count of his students expressed their thoughts and how influential he was in their lives and shared their appreciation of his efforts. The present and the future is paved with the new generations of students who graduated from UISD schools. His example and influence is still being taught and mentored by those who were once his students. This year marks the United Independent School District's 55th anniversary of providing education, excellence, and dedication to student academic success. United's history traces back to 1961 when trustees from 3 common school districts in Webb County met to consolidate into one district. The 3 common districts at that time were Cactus, Johnson, and Nye. What a distinction it would be for UniSC to commemorate this year by naming elementary school number 28 for a pioneer teacher that taught at Nye Common District, Elias Herrera. I thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to add something there. I knew of your grandfather. I didn't know him personally, but I was a youngster back in his day when he was with UISD, and I always heard people say great things about him, and I'm sure he'd be very proud of you to stand up here and speak of him like that. Thank you very much.
Mr. Gilpin, next up from Bonnie Garcia is Kate Pesina. She's a 5th grader at Bonnie Garcia.
Good evening. My name is Kate Pesina. I'm a 5th grader student from Bonnie Garcia Elementary School. I was nominated by our school to form part of the new elementary school naming committee. After some research, I decided to nominate Miss Elizabeth Nye Sorrell for contributing to fields of education. Miss Elizabeth Nye Sorrell was born in Laredo, Texas on February 4th, 1909. In high school, Miss Sorrell discovered a passion of journalism by covering football games for the local newspaper. After graduation from Rice University in 1931, she returned to teach math at Laredo Junior High School. In 1933, she changed to teach English at Laredo High School. Ms. Sorrell used to sponsor the school newspaper and yearbook. She retired from teaching in 1979. She taught for nearly half a century. Ms. Elizabeth Nye Sorrell did not stop after retirement. She started a second career as a newspaper society writer in Laredo. She did that for 15 years. She helped the community by serving in several officer positions in different community organizations like the American Association of University Women, the Laredo Commission for Women at the Webb Country Unit, and of retired teacher. In one of Ms. Sorrell's reference, she recalled the following. Once I said to a class, "I love you. I wish I could adopt you." The next day on the board, they had written Juan Carlos Sorrell, Maria Luis Sorrell, Carlos Juan Juarez Sorrell. They adopted me too. I have plans to be a teacher in the future because of persons like Ms. Sorrell. I believe the new school should be named after an educator with countless efforts and achievements. Without doubt, as a teacher, she contributed to form some of today's community leaders. Thank you.
Thank you.
And finally, the last recommendation is from Mr. Ricardo Martinez. He is a fourth grader and will be attending the new elementary school next year.
My name is Ricardo Martinez. I am a fourth grade student at Safarini Elementary School. I am so honored that I was chosen by Miss blah. Okay. My name is Ricardo Martinez. I am a fourth grade student at Safarini Elementary School. I am so honored that I was chosen by Ms. Belamide, school principal, to be a part of the committee to name the new UISD elementary school that I will have the honor to attend next year. I know that many schools are named after important people that have done something extremely important for the world, and some for our local community, which is really fantastic. My recommendation is to name it Freedom Elementary School. I chose that name because we the people of the United States are free, which sadly not every country could say that. I have family members that live in Mexico, and some of my cousins cannot afford to go to school because their education is not free. They have to pay a monthly fee, books, lunch, and even people that clean the school in other countries. They tell you what to study and what not to study. Basically, they choose your career. Me, I want to be an NBA player. I'm pretty sure that it will change as I continue to grow. But as I mentioned before, we are free to make those choices. We are free to choose our religion and say what we think and feel. We are so lucky to have all those brave soldiers fighting for our country, fighting for our freedom, and yet we have no school named Freedom Elementary. It's like as I am writing this paper, I stop and think, wow, we as students are given the freedom to choose the name of our schools. In other places, they just name the schools whatever they want. Many people just can't see how fortunate and blessed we are to be free. I am so proud to be an American. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the people that had the brilliant idea of allowing students and the people to participate of naming the new UISD school. I am honored, and this is why I would like to call the school that I will be going to Freedom Elementary School. Thank you so much for your attention and consideration.
Thank you.
Now for the most difficult part of the night. We have the top three names that are listed there, Freedom, Sorrel, and Elias Herrera Elementary. The school colors, top choice being yellow, black, and silver, and the additional colors there, and then the school mascot, top choice being bee, hornet, and armadillo.
So in each case, those are rankings?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, with that presentation completed, we need to take action here. So do we have a motion regarding item 7C?
I would like to go with the name of, or unless we want to go into closed session and discuss it inside?
We can, if there was a motion to that effect. Actually, I think we can't we?
You cannot,
We
not in
cannot,
this
no.
one.
No?
Did the committee come out with a consensus on any of these? Or is that it? The top ones are the
Yes, sir.
top
No,
vote getters?
no other, as the packets that we submitted to you on Friday, no other name that was submitted received a vote. These were the three names that actually received some for the votes, but the top name received the majority, the vast majority of votes.
Gotcha.
Well, I would like to make a motion and then to go with the way, the order it's there and the way the committee picked it, so I would go
Second.
with freedom.
All right.
I need to second that.
So we have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion?
No, I like all the names, and I want to thank all the committee for their participation. You know, I think Elias Herrera, I did meet him and his wife. They were very active with United ISD, just like Mr. Salas was, that we just recognized recently. And I know the nominations closed for the Longhorn Legend, but I think Mr. Elias Herrera would be certainly an excellent representative for that Longhorn Legend Award. I'd like to see if, you know, somehow we can award him something posthumously in that ceremony. But I don't have any objection to
Any further discussion?
the motion and the second. So.
Okay. All right. All those in favor? All right, the item passes unanimously.
Thank you very much.
All right, item 7D. Approval of guaranteed maximum price for the design and construction of the 9th grade prototype at Lyndon B. Johnson High School.
Good evening, members of the board, Mr. Santos, Mr. Cruz, members of the audience. Tonight we bring for your consideration the guaranteed maximum price proposal for design and construction of our 4th and last 9th grade prototype for Lyndon B. Johnson High School as submitted by Leyendecker Construction. Before we start on the presentation, I'd like to recognize we have in attendance this evening with us representatives from Leyendecker Construction in case there are any questions of the board. We have Mr. Paul Leyendecker, Vice President for Leyendecker Construction. Mr. Rene Cortez, Senior Project Manager Architect for Leyendecker Construction. And with the design team, we have Mr. Kent Neiman, Lead Architect from Pfluger Architects, and Manuel Garza, Arturo Garza. This project, we've been working on the design and the site utilities and all the amenities that are needed. The prototype, the floor plan is basically the same as the other 3 9th grades, but we made enhancements the same as on the ones under construction. The guaranteed maximum price proposal was received. It's actually for that location. It's including all the site work that is required. Not only the building, but all the site utilities and infrastructure that is needed to build this campus. The price that we received, as you have on the agenda item, is $36,172,987. This amount includes a contingency, general construction contingency for any unforeseen modifications that have to be made during construction in the amount of $500,000. We have a technology infrastructure allowance for all our networking, data, cabling, surveillance systems, everything related to the internet data access of $1 million, and a design fee of $550,000 for all the architectural engineering. There is an allowance also in case there are any changes that are required during construction of $40,000. This is the 4th new 9th grade campus to be constructed, so we're very excited to get this project underway very soon if those are the wishes of the board in approving the GMP. This is the last one on the 2013 bond construction program. So we're very happy to bring it to you tonight because it will be the 4th largest project that we have as part of the 2013 bond program. Once we get this under construction, about 40% of the bond program will already be in actual implementation of construction. The administration presented this guaranteed maximum proposal actually on Monday to our bond oversight committee, and unanimously they approved and recommended approval to the Board of Trustees. This project, we do have a PowerPoint presentation, it's a brief presentation to highlight some of the features on this site. Okay, again, we have the amount of $36,172,987, which is the proposal. The actual budget, it's a little bit higher than that. We do have $36,173,715. That was what allocated. Just wanted to point out that that budget was allocated almost 4 years ago, and but we stayed within that budget amount. The guaranteed maximum proposal we reviewed it very carefully. We analyzed it over the last 30 days to ensure that the cost is within the 2017 RS means. The RS means construction index is what's generally used in the industry to ensure that costs are reasonable within industry standards. And actually this price for the entire facility, everything turnkey, is costing $169 per square foot, which is about 20% below the ongoing costs. But I know Leyendecker worked very hard with us and the architects to keep the same price that we have, that we received back in 2013 for United South 9th. So that's been consistent, even though it's 3.5, 4 years later. As far as timelines, if the board approves this recommendation from the administration, we're looking at possibly starting construction a month from today on March 15. Just go through the mobilization, getting the permits with the city, and substantial completion to be ready to move into the campus June 15, 2019. So at this point, I'd like to hand it over to Mr. Kent Neiman. He'll be addressing some of the amenities and answer any questions.
I drugged Frank up here too. Frank, we weren't sure. We weren't sure Frank was going to make it to the meeting. We appreciate being here to talk about the project. After 20 years, I just want to say something about the cost. Over 20 years, we've been working together on your projects, and they have consistently been coming in 20 to 50% less than the projects just up in San Antonio. So it's an amazing, I don't know how Leyendecker does it, but somehow they manage to do it. And if you walked in your schools, many of you visited the schools in other areas, they are every bit as good, if not better, than what we see throughout the state of Texas. So this district does some incredible things with construction. Just real briefly, we're just going to give an oversight of the project. Again, this is costing about $169 a square foot, a capacity of 1,200 students, which incidentally, the way that we look at schools often is how many square feet per student, and we're running about 167 square feet per student, and typically we're seeing high schools run in around the 150 to the 160 range. So it's a very spacious school, and it was designed and conceived that way because as the 9th graders come up from the middle school, we wanted to have plenty of room, for them to get to know one another and to provide the highest level of security on the campuses. Just a general little background, there's 30 general classrooms, 6 science labs, 6 computer labs, there's an ag area, and we've presented this floor plan so many times to you. I'm sure you've kind of got it memorized, but for those in the audience that don't know, there's a secure vestibule entrance point. So the concept of the school is once the bell rings, the doors lock and the kids are in a very safe and controlled environment. And basically, it has all of the amenities of a standalone school. So gymnasiums, libraries, fine arts areas, and an admin area at the front. Frank, jump in add anything you want to. It actually also has an in-school suspension area, not that that would ever be needed, but these are very spacious, well-lit environments for the students. All LED lighting to try to, inside and out, to try to maximize energy savings, and two-story schools. And if you have any questions, I don't want to ramble on too much, but if you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer anything about them. We've just recently had some tours of the two new schools that are finishing up, and I'm just going to keep rolling through there. One of the things that we wanted was a clear front door entrance point for the public and visitors, and drop-off, and separate drop-off areas for the bus versus the parent drop-off, with plenty of queuing on site to hopefully keep parents from pushing their vehicles out in the street and what have you. Oh, I went too far there. Enrique? Any questions?
Questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Newman and Mr. Frank Rosnowski. At this point, we'd just like to have any opportunity if you have any questions regarding this project.
I have one quick one.
Yes, sir.
In relation to the bond that the 2013 bond, this item, this particular school, is it in accordance with what we had advised the public that we had brought out, and the number, is that more or less in the same range, the same zone of construction
Absolutely.
costs?
Yes, sir. It is.
I don't recall what the number was, but I want to make sure it's within that realm that we had advised the public of.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, all 4 ninth grades, and this being the last ninth grade campus, are exactly the same. Is designed and built exactly what the Citizens Advisory Committee had recommended, the Blue Ribbon Committee, and the planning that we had for these ninth grade campuses. Actually, we've enhanced it based on a lot of input from our teachers. We did have many meetings with teachers, curriculum instruction, staff, and enhanced for the instructional. And really, honestly, during the last 3 or 4 years, technology has kind of changed and upgraded substantially. So the 2 ninth grades that are under construction, we have made improvements through our contingency allowance to ensure that when our students move in the first day of school, August 2017, into United South 9th and United 9th, they will have the latest state-of-the-art, cutting-edge technology, instructional technology. All those enhancements on the 2 current ninth grades have been incorporated into this Alexander 9th as well as LBJ 9th campus. So yes, we're staying with that within all the recommendations from our committee.
Okay.
Mr. President, I'd like to approve the guarantee maximum price for the design.
So we have a motion. How about a second? Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor? All right, very good.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Okay, moving on to agenda item number 8, closed session. It's now 7:15, and we will adjourn into closed session pursuant to Section 551.071 of the Texas Government Code to discuss agenda item number 8A, and we'll be back approximately 30 minutes from now. The time is now 8:15, and we are reconvened from closed session. There's no need to take any action, so that'll take us to item number 10, adjournment.
So move. Second.
All righty. We are adjourned.